Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. It is, what day is it? It's Wednesday. Wednesday's weigh day. Yes, I love Wednesday as weigh day. Yeah, why Wednesday? So Wednesday morning is the best day to weigh if you're weighing once a week, because usually if you're trying to lose weight and you put a few pounds on, or you've had a rough time with the scales, it's usually because of the weekend, and you didn't put on a lot of fat over the weekend. You just put on a little water, little water and glycogen weight stored in those muscles, and you release it by Wednesday if you get back on the program. That's why we call it a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that you can live with, and one that we hope that you can't live without. Hey everybody, Travis here. I've lost over 100 pounds, come off all prescription medications on the program. The program's literally changed my life, most ways for the better. So anyway, hope everybody's having a good week so far. We've got incredible weight loss to report for our members. Incredible. Self-reported weight loss for the last 7 days, 1,547 pounds. 1,547 pounds. Good job, everybody. Just yesterday, 253 pounds of reported weight loss from our members. We've got 2 new partners. Thank you, Tara Stidham. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. Tara Stidham and Bernice Miller. Thank y'all so much. You don't know what you mean to us. What a blessing y'all are, helping us sustain this life-saving mission. And please enjoy. I hope you'll get to tune into the partner class. We're having an exclusive partner class tomorrow for partners only. That sounded like the farmers only commercial. We're having a class on how to combat loose skin as you're losing weight. So that's what our exclusive partner class will be on tomorrow at noon. I'll text out all the partners a link right before class. Excuse me, got a cold. And I hope y'all enjoy it. Last week, everybody seemed to enjoy the everything about cholesterol class, and I think you'll enjoy this one too. All right, we'll get started. This is our Q&A session. I can't talk. This is our Q&A session where I answer questions, personalize your program for you, but it is important that you've earned the Fast Track badge. If you're new and you haven't earned Fast Track, don't leave. You're welcome to be here, but don't leave frustrated. We talk about some things that's going to sound like it's just too complex if we talk about food combinations and insulin control, and it seems overwhelming, but it's not. Everybody here that's earned Fast Track badge, almost everybody that's earned the Fast Track badge here, they get it. The light switch will come on, and you'll never need another diet. This is the most fun weight loss there is on the planet. Okay, so please ask your questions. We want to be a help to you today. We'll spend about 30 minutes together here today. I want to read this to you. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and he will not let you be tempted beyond your ability, but with the temptation, he will also provide the way of escape that you may be able to endure it. Let me read that in a practical Shibboleth way. No temptation of the red velvet cake has overtaken you that's not common to man. In other words, we've all been tempted with some of our favorite goodies, but God's faithful, and anytime that you want that red velvet cake, abstain from it, because there will be a way of escape made. There'll be a void replacement, or you'll have a big enough why that you can just move on past that. And you know what the Bible says about ignoring temptation, abstaining from temptation? If you resist the devil will flee. So you just have to stay in the pocket a little longer. Don't listen to your flesh. You know, the Bible says not to let our bellies be our God. And I've tended to do that in my past, but we don't have to listen to our belly. All we got to do is just keep our eyes on the prize, keep our eyes on our goal, and that good life that's coming when we get, you know, I'm telling you, I went from a size 44 pant to a size 32 pant. You know, it was worth it. What little bit of sacrifices I made was worth it. That's why I love that quote, that the pain of daily self-discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs a ton. So we don't have to live with regret anymore, but we got to live with discipline. It's kind of like that old statement, choose your hard. Life is hard. It's tough, right? If your mom and dad told you that life was easy, they lied to you. There's some challenges, and that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it adventurous. A lot of people want certainty in their life. Certainty's no fun. That would get boring. It's the uncertainty that makes life such an adventure and so awesome and helps us learn and grow and improve. So with that said, we'll open it up for Q&A. Any questions? Hey, Jennifer, good to have you back, Sharon. That's right. Send that devil pack. That devil can get his clutches off of us. Amen. Patricia Hurt, good to see you. Still rocking it. Down 3 pounds since Monday morning. Great job. Hey, Tammy, thanks for helping out our partners with that link. Down 7 since getting back on the program. Outstanding. Yep. Busy as a bee, cheerful as a cricket, steady as a clock. All right, let's see. Got a private question. How many times a day is ideal for ACV? How much? Well, apple cider vinegar is not a requirement on our program. People recall when I started many, many years ago teaching that I took a dose of apple cider vinegar every single day. I do believe in it. It's not a cure-all. It does help with insulin control and alkalizing the body. Helps with your digestive system, great digestive enzymes in it. It is a really wonderful elixir that is not snake oil like so many people try to sell. It's the real deal, but it's not something that's going to be a cure-all for weight loss. If you want to incorporate it into your wellness regimen after speaking to your doctor, I suggest an ounce per day. I like to mix that up in some ocean spray diet because if you do it straight, it'll burn out your esophagus and can cause some coarseness there. It's not really good for your esophagus to non-dilute it. So you want to dilute it a little bit. I dilute mine with ocean spray diet. Anywhere from a tablespoon up to an ounce, assuming your doctor is in agreement, is a good thing to do. I also use it as my wine gourd replacement. I'll get a wine glass, ocean spray diet. Tablespoon or a little more of apple cider vinegar, and it makes me feel like I'm having me a nice little glass of wine. So anywho, that's it. That's the scoop on apple cider vinegar. Do my daily journal entries show in the challenge? Nobody can see your daily journal entries if that's what you're asked. So if that's the question, no, they don't see your private journal. Now, our team members can check your journal to see if they can offer some help if you need them to, but no one can see your public your journal entries are not made public. Anybody else? Does ACV and diet juice break a fast? It does not, Patricia. It doesn't have enough protein, carbohydrate, or fat in it to break a fast. It's fine. Macronutrition is what breaks your fast. Is it okay to use La Banderita 50 calories? Sharon, let me know if you don't understand this instruction. Do you know how to look at the weight loss meter? If you're doing the challenge, then it needs to be a -2 or -3 tortilla, ideally. Is the one you're wanting a -2 or 3 on the weight loss meter? That would be my question. There's a lot of different La Banderita. Is the one you're wanting a -2 or -3 for the challenge? Now, if you're not doing the challenge, it's absolutely fine. That's a good tortilla. Yeah, Chris, I don't know. A lot of people did report they didn't get my text. The text did go out. We did go live last night, and that's between that service and your carrier, and sometimes it just gets lost in that cloud. Sorry about that. Where do I enter my daily steps? That's pretty easy. It's in your journal. I'll show you real quickly. You go to your journal. It's easy for me because my Fitbit is synced with my journal, and you can sync your Fitbit if you have a Fitbit with your journal. Otherwise, you have to do it manually. You go into your journal right here, and then you go into challenges and exercises, and then you put in your miles walked or your steps right here. Miles walked, steps. And then you got to make sure that you save. Make sure that you save it. Thankfully, for those of you saying that you missed the meeting, if you want it, it was recorded. We can check with Tammy and find out where it is in the processing. It's usually put in the website the next day, but we did record it. I have no ability to fix the carrier issue. Slick Text, they show that all the text went out, which means sometimes it's a carrier issue. Nothing I can do about it. I've tried too many times to try again. So hopefully you'll get the next text. Can you mix ACV and salad dressing? Yes, there's a lot of apple cider vinegar based salad dressings in the recipe library. Hey, Sandra, any other questions? Every little nugget of information you learn does you no good. How about that? The only way the information you learn does you good is if you apply it. So if y'all are applying these little nuggets that you pick up in class over a 365 calendar day year, that is that's weight loss right there. Like if you pick up a nugget today, it may not mean, if you apply it, it may not mean a ton of weight loss today. But if you pick up all these nuggets and you start applying them in your new lifestyle over a 365-day year, that is tremendous success that you're going to have and get to see in the mirror. Yeah, I'm not sure why y'all didn't get the text that you may not be signed up for the blowtorch text. I only sent it out to the blowtorch group the challenge group. I did not send it out to the big group. So if you're not doing the challenge, you probably didn't get the text. I didn't want to annoy non-challengers with a text because everything that we discussed last night was about the challenge. And if you are in the challenge, Sally, did you sign up for the blowtorch text? Make sure y'all sign up for that. And if you did sign up for it and you still didn't get a text, then it's something you have to discuss with your carrier if you wanted to take the time to do that. Sometimes they change things, and then all of a sudden, like if a lot of people have reported me as spam, okay, then all of a sudden if I send it and your carrier has blackmarked us or whatever, then you wouldn't get the text, and there's nothing I can do about that. I'm so sorry. But make sure you sign up for the blowtorch text list, not just the big one. You can always stop those texts after the challenge is over. Jitterbug, that's a Tammy question. They've been running behind. Tammy, do you know if the cholesterol lesson has been put in the video library yet? That's a question for Tammy, and that is for Jitterbug. I do not have Shibboleth business card. I wish that I would do that. I keep being asked to do that, and I appreciate everybody's willingness to spread the good news. Let me write that down as something to think about. Again, I just get behind and a little overwhelmed, and that's something that I appreciate y'all considering. So I'll look into a template for that again. But no, I do not have it. Way to go, Angela. Denise wants to sign up for the blowtorch text. Tammy, could you give the link to sign up for the blowtorch text for Denise Carver? And there's others asking as well. Thank you, Tammy. Anybody else? How do we send our link to people interested in Shibboleth? You do get eStore credit when you do that. It's pretty simple. When you go into the website, let me try to remember myself here for a minute. I don't ever look at my progress on referrals. Yeah, right here, referrals. So right here on the left side, you go to referrals, and when you click referrals, it says your referral link to use for rewards is right here, and you just copy and paste that. Does that make sense? If you need more instructions, let me know. But I'm in my journal, and then I click referrals, and then right here is my link, and I just copy and then paste it to whomever. Got that LOD badge. Way to go, Andrea. Proud of you. That's a tough one to get. Lady of Discipline. Big deal there. Good job. On the challenge, can we have 1/3 fat cream cheese? I'm gonna have y'all are doing that thing to me again. I don't remember everything on the challenge because I'm only eating a few foods on the challenge. So I'm gonna have to go look for you. So if you're trying to find the list, right here we go to the challenge. A little slow today. Sorry, we've been having internet issues. I had internet issues yesterday at 11, so bear with me. Must be a lot of people on it too. Yeah, here we go. Better. All right, so I go into day 1 to 10, and I'm looking through here to see if I've got some cream cheese. I do not see any. There's cheese. I do not see any. I see no cream cheese. Am I overlooking it? So it's not on the challenge. Oh, thank you, Tina Young. Yeah, look, we've got 2 types of people doing the challenge. You've got people that want to be a rule follower, and you got people who they're just using it to kind of get a little motivation. We're all adults here. If you want to veer outside of the challenge, that you can do that. I'm with the rule follower group because I'm trying to install discipline upon myself again. and I wanted to narrow my variety. And you have to have a cutoff somewhere, or it just becomes our big, robust Shibboleth program and not a challenge. But I certainly understand those adults that say, like, you know, I'm still having approved foods, but I'm just using the challenges kind of guidelines. You can do that. That's fine. You'll get better results if you'll be more strict, though. JC says reduce fat. I didn't see that either. I'm surprised I didn't put that on there. I may have overlooked it. I don't see it. Where do you see that? Yeah, without spending too much of everybody else's time, I don't see it. But if you see it on there, if you can't find fat-free cream cheese or reduced fat, 1/3 is reduced fat. So if you, JC, if you see that on there, you can use it as it's specified. I just don't see it. Tammy's gonna take care of it, Jitterbug. Thanks, Tammy. Lisa, I'll let you look for that. If we could use that as an exercise, check that out. It may be in the days 11 through, probably is. What we're trying to do, one of the things is, you know, we're struggling with weight loss and wellness requires support. Y'all need support, and we want to be the best at that. But one of the things we've got to do is we spend a lot of time on these tools in case we're not there for you in that moment that you need it, so that you can use the tools yourself. And it's just a click of a button. Like, I can literally put that list that I just showed y'all, I can put that on my phone with a short link and click it, and I'm there. So hopefully, you know, please ask us. We love to help, but at the same time, don't let us not being there in that moment cause you to make a bad eating decision. You know, you've got your list there. And certainly we can always manipulate the list. And well, Travis, it says over here, category 4 and reduce fat. Yeah, so then use that, go with that. The problem I have is there's no way for me to retain. I did put this together, but there's no way for me to remember all the foods I put on there, because I've done so many challenges. The challenges aren't just about the foods that work. If I were to add all the foods that work, there'd be 10,000 items on this list. A challenge is more about installing self-discipline. That goes overlooked a lot, not here, but the world over. You diet after diet comes out. Right now, I bet I've seen 100 diets in the last week. On social media, on TV, at least 100 impressions of diets. And the reason none of them work is because they require a little bit of discipline. And at Shibboleth, that's why I like to talk a lot about behavior modification. And behavior modification is restraining oneself, putting on the blinders, and being able to say no to yourself. You know, that really helps. You say, I don't have self-discipline. You will if you begin to exercise it. It gets easy. We're all in habits and compulsion. You know, it's just, a lot of our eating isn't that we're hungry. It's just compulsive behavior. We've been doing it so long. Just like when we get in a car and we drive from point A to point B, and we've done it 1,000 times, like from work to home and home to work. We don't even remember to drive home or to work because we've done it so many times. It's just subconscious. And our eating behaviors ends up being that way. And it takes a really strong person to change and alter those eating compulsions. Sounds like it is on the day 11 through 24. So it is there. And if it says reduce fat, 1/3 fat is fine with me. That I consider that reduced fat. That's just a mark. Private comment question. I have not lost since the challenge, but I had lost 12 pounds since getting back on the plan. I'm one of the ones not able to walk 10,000 steps. I'm trying to walk some. Is the reason maybe because I had already lost 12 pounds? That's part of it. But if you're really concerned and you think things aren't going right, we're only into it. This is only day 3. So yeah, that could be a big part of it. You'd already lost 12 pounds since December the 28th. You've almost lost a pound a day. So nothing to panic about yet. Now, at the end of the week, 5 days into the challenge, you still haven't lost any weight, it's time for one of our team members to check your journal, and you need to reach out to us and let us check your journal just to make sure that we're square. But you do not want to stop your moment. You're talking about this challenge has only been going on 2 days. So you're killing it. You're slaying it. Way to be creative, Lisa. Got those steps in, even though it was hard. Great job. Anybody else? Anyone else been overlooked? What would I say is the best? What would I say is the best food to pair with eggs or egg white? Well, you can always eat them by themselves. But one of the ways I love my eggs and egg whites that make them extremely healthy. They're already extremely healthy, but I love to add hemp hearts or hemp flakes or very sweet hemp flakes. Like mornings ago, I had 2 scrambled eggs with 2 tablespoons of very sweet hemp flakes. Awesome. That's like a superfood, a powerful punch hitting the turbo button. So that's a great way to spruce up your egg whites and your eggs. Another thing that you can do is have egg whites with your advanced health system pancakes. Egg whites and AHS pancakes is one of my favorite breakfasts. Sheila, everybody's praying for you right now. Pray for Sheila. She has the flu. Nutritional yeast you can add to anything that you want to add it to. I like to add it to my popcorn. So yeah, it's a condiment. Use nutritional yeast as a condiment. Anybody else? Kim Dankey's Fast Track review, is that only on Mondays? Yes, she just started it. It's only on Monday at 6 p.m. So you can self-guide through Fast Track and use our team members as mentors and help you through Fast Track. If you need more live interaction, the amazing Kim is going live on Monday evenings at 6 p.m. How many hemp hearts, hemp flakes on egg whites? If I have a plate of egg whites, then I'm using 2 to 3 tablespoons of hemp flakes or hemp heart. If it's whole eggs, I'm only using 1 tablespoon because whole eggs have more calories. Hey, Ruth, thanks for that. Get them steps, girl. Way to go. AdvoCare bar. Advo bar can be used as a meal episode or a snack episode. If you're wanting to lose weight faster, you kind of need to label it as a meal episode. They're good bars. Kristen, walking in place. Good. Get us creative, getting those steps. Anyone else before we go today? I did that. I've been doing that a lot, Chris. I got off track in December, and I keep forgetting to charge my tracker too. You got to get back in the habit. So much of life is habit. Anybody else? Any other questions? Everybody happy? You fired up about 2023? I'm looking forward to being here for you. And we're excited about the Jack Challenge, the Jack Savage Challenge in February. That one's going to be awesome. Got so many cool things coming up. 5-day challenges. Don't let that cause you to quit the 24-day one, though. You still need to rock the 24-day one out. You don't have to use the La Banderita tortilla. There's so many tortillas in the library, Sharon. Do you know how to use the library, Sharon, so that you can find some others that you like? Awesome. I love Shibboleth and all the variety. You know, there's a saying that options make people happy. Variety makes people happy. So it may not be the best for the fastest weight loss, but the fastest weight loss usually backfires on us anyway, y'all. The real weight loss is that practical, sustainable, fun weight loss with plenty of variety, and we just live the lifestyle. I know so many people that start out and they're just amazed at how fast they lost weight with Shibboleth, and they do an extreme version of Shibboleth and maybe lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And then it was too easy. And then they're right back into old bad habits, gain the weight back and do it over and over again. Then I know people like Patricia Hurt. She lives with the variety. She enjoys the journey. And even if it didn't take her longer, but even if it takes somebody longer to lose it, losing it and keeping it off with a proper lifestyle is the way to go. Lettuce wraps are better than bread wraps. That's right. Sally, I hate to hear that because Omegaplex is just fish oil. Please don't take it on an empty stomach. And if it's making you sick, put it away. But omega fish oils, they're so good for you. I hate that it made you sick. That's the first I've heard. So good. I hate. Anybody else? But I don't do anything that makes me sick either. I don't care how good it is for me. I always put the fish oil under my food. So I eat a bite, I put the fish oil in, and then I eat. And that helps with for me, it's more that after effect. So putting food on top of it in your digestive system tends to help. Anybody else? I'm sorry, Shauna. Everybody's not a responder. I love Happy Juice. You make the third person that's told me they didn't like it. I'm so sorry. I wished it had worked out for you. We got to try. We don't know. I've tried a lot of things in my life too that it just worked for others and didn't work for me. You know, we're all different. Hate that didn't work out because I love it. It's been a blessing to me. I just finished up more mud. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Robin. All right. It was good to connect with everybody. We'll be doing something else again this evening. We'll do something else tonight. I don't know the exact time, but I will text it out. Oh, got a question. Okay. I got time. Let me have it. We're going to start working on keeping these to 30 minutes instead of an hour. Shona, did you try to shoot it or did you mix it with something? Then I'll answer Alice's question. Did you try to shoot it? Did you try pineapple sparkling ice? Because Sasha can shoot it. I can't shoot it either. I can, but I don't like it. Ugh. But if I mix it in my sparkling ice, really cold, it has to be really chilled, then I like it. I really actually look forward to and enjoy it. It is the only flavor I like with it. All the rest I don't like. The pineapple one, the pineapple sparkling ice. Got some more questions popping up, so I'll stay a little bit longer. It has been hard going 16 hours without food. It gets easier, and your body will really thank you for it. You keep working on that. That's a beautiful thing. How does MCT oil help with the grilled cheese on Joseph's pita bread? You don't have to have the MCT oil for the grilled cheese. I use the MCT oil. Number one, I like the flavor of it better. I feel more, instead of using cooking spray, I feel that full fat. I get the taste of that full fat flavor. You don't have to use cooking or a little bit of ghee butter. The MCT oil is best for weight loss, and you get that amazing full fat flavor, but it also has a protein sparing effect, making that particular food allow you to preserve more muscle. But it's totally up to you. You don't have to use MCT for your grilled. Now, Shona, it can, if your stomach, you can, every once in a while now, I still get a little bit of a tummy ache. And that's a good sign I need to back off for a little while, because I tend to overdo it. That's not your problem, but it can upset your tummy or your digestive system, especially until your body adjusts to those plant alkaloids that it may have never had. Now, what I would advise though is just don't do it anymore. We don't want to push something, discover that you're allergic to something. I don't know what you'd be allergic to in it, but there may be some other problem. Plant alkaloids are very powerful, and people don't realize how potent pure forms of plant alkaloids are. They're very potent. Make yourself sick. Oh, it just made you feel bad. I'm sorry. I like for me, you probably already are always in a good mood. I'd been really struggling with some depression, a lot of it related to a lack of sleep and sciatica and back pain and just stuff, we all go through, and it handled all that for me. And it helps me with my fast. When I do the happy juice, I don't need nothing to eat for at least 8 hours. I don't even think about it. MCT oil is always better than ghee butter. If you've got to use a fat for cooking purposes, we don't believe in supplementing with MCT unless you're bodybuilding. You're trying to build up, not shrink down. So MCT oil should only be used in recipes that call for fat. And from a fat burning perspective, it's better than all of our other approved fats by far. It has almost no propensity to wind up on the body as fat. Kristen, it's good that you're taking a break from it because you do build up tolerance. It's very important with Happy Juice, if you want to maintain that, if you've ever had that good feeling, Charles knows what I mean. If you've ever had that, I feel amazing. The only way to keep that feeling after taking Happy Juice is to come off of it about 3 days a week. That's so important. Or it starts being counterproductive and you start trying to chase more and more of it, and you'll end up getting a headache. You'll end up having digestive upset. So, and it's very counterproductive even from a hunger standpoint if you begin to take too much of it and build up tolerance. Anna, I've been using collagen protein. It's 35 calories per serving. Do you know any that has less? Not off the top of my head. I get my collagen in from my Kettle and Fire bone broth, and I use that as an eating aid. Can I add the hemp hearts in my egg whites in phase 1? Absolutely. So a plate full of egg whites that fit on a portion control plate. If it's egg whites and not whole eggs, about 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts is one of the most nutritious food combinations on planet Earth. Good to hear, Chris, helping with arthritic condition. Coconut oil is an approved oil. It's about 66% MCT, not 100%. How do we list on the journal that we are not eating that meal? You don't have to list anything. You just put in your eating episode. So Shibboleth is not a 3-meal program. It is up to 3 eating episodes for optimization. So meaning if you just put 1 meal, then that's all you had. But now I get what you're saying. If you wanted somebody to check your journal, like if you just put in one meal, I'm going to assume you didn't put in a meal. So if you want to, you could put a little, right there in the description box, I didn't eat any other meal today. And that will help you when you look back at old journals to figure out, because that's important. When I'm not having results, I go back to my old journals during times when I did have results. I'm like, I forgot I was doing that. So you might want to leave notes, breadcrumbs for yourself, if you will. But if you're ever going to have a mentor check your journal, they might think that you just forgot to put something in. So if you feel the need to put a description, you just type a description in, I only had one eating episode. Tina, we can get you the safety course on Happy Juice. It's a very powerful plant combination of alkaloids that helps reduce anxiety, mood uplift, help with pain. It does have some addictive potential, so you would need to watch the safety course. And I'll ask our wonderful, amazing assistant, Tammy, to send that to you. Sandra, no. Sandra's asking, will Happy Juice keep her from falling asleep? It has a dual role. If you take if you take one serving, which is half a bottle, you'll get energy from it. If you stay moving, you'll have more energy and less anxiety, typically. If you consume that entire bottle and you're not moving around, acts like a sedative. So if I'm having a hard time sleeping at night, I will do a large dose and I'll get still, and it's a sedative effect. It's great to come off of alcohol. If you're addicted to alcohol and you need some wine to sleep, this is so much better than that and healthier. It has a sedative effect. If you don't want that sedative effect, you need to dial back on the portion of it and stay moving. It's like, consider it alive. It's alive, and it kind of knows what you need. If I'm getting still and I do Happy Juice, like if I weren't in here talking to y'all, it put me out, right? But if I'm talking, I just get more and more energy and more vitality. It's very, very powerful. It's one of the most powerful supplements I've been doing this. I've been the human guinea pig for 20 plus years. And it's been one of the most powerful things I've ever tried to help me with the appetite, the pain management, the mood uplift. We're all under a lot of stress these days. I know I am. And it's such a mood boost for me. Now, if I build up tolerance, it has the right to opposite. It makes me more anxious. So I know that, all right, I got to back off on it. Good point, Tammy. Good. Thanks for that. How do I see your old journal? I was having difficulty selecting. You go to your weekly timing chart, Lisa, and you go to the date that you need to see. That weekly timing chart's a calendar. You can go backwards, you can go forwards. Then you click the date you want to see. Then you just move the arrow along. So if I'm in my journal, first of all, I can go to weekly timing and I can click, this is not my journal. This is the old Maverick journal. So if I click, I'm going to go back and I click, okay? So I click that and I can see, and then I can just click this and I can move it right along. I just hit the button, forward, backwards, etc. And I can see my old journal. That's my fake for my Top Gun. Don't want y'all to think that I don't do what I'm supposed to do. To lose weight faster, is it better to have egg whites with or without veggies? Doesn't matter. Whichever way you enjoy it the best, assuming your veggies are category 2. Either way is gut be gone, butt be gone. Anytime you have an egg white omelet with some spinach, you just need to look at it and go, gut be gone, butt be gone. Anytime you have a plate full of egg whites, all you need to do is go, exercise on the plate. Lisa needs the safety course for Happy. Can you take Happy Juice about 4 hours after breakfast? You can take it anytime you need it. I find it's most potent when I take it on an empty stomach. So I'm fasting 16 to 20 hours a day. So I'm going to take it at the beginning of that morning, that fast morning, so that I can push off my first eating episode until the afternoon. But you can do it anytime you want. It's not going to be as potent with food. I use kratom and kava. It's okay to say it, Laura. You're trying to help me out by not saying it, because they will get the wrong kind. You know what I'm talking about. Was it kava or kratom? I'm assuming it's kratom from Thailand. Very good. No prescriptions. It has been more potent for me than the opioids they tried to get me addicted to. They didn't try. But after my back surgery, I've just suffered for 10 years with this thing. And they try to ram those opioids down my throat. And those are dangerous, y'all. This is such an amazing, that's why they're trying to get rid of it. They're trying to outlaw it. They're doing their best. These pharmaceutical companies don't want people to know about real kratom and kava. I'm not talking about the kind at your gas station can hurt you, can even kill you. I'm talking about this good stuff that we're getting that's tested. I don't talk about stuff that I find that there's going to be immense danger for our client. The stuff that we're getting, y'all, every batch is tested for purity. It's amazing. If diabetic, can Happy Juice help? Yes, but be careful with it because you're already eating food combinations that are very potent at controlling insulin and you're on medication. Now you're adding something else that lowers blood sugar. So you're getting a triple whammy. Your diabetic medication, your great food combination that are powerful, and now your Happy Juice that's powerful at helping control blood sugar. So be careful. We don't want you passing out there. Yeah, the stuff at the convenience store, if you let your son get hooked on it, it can cause schizophrenia. It can cause manic depression. This is facts. It can cause all kind of problems, and it can toxify the liver. So those at the convenience store, what's the difference? They've literally taken like a solvent, like gasoline, and extracted all of the good plant alkaloids that help it more digestible to the human system. And when they do that, it makes it more potent and more addictive, but all this great harm. We need things in the way God provides it, the way Mother Nature provides it. And that's why I talk about our product. Oh, you're welcome. What if someone had gastric bypass? I probably would avoid it. It is taxing on the digestion. You need to talk to your physician if you've had gastric bypass. That's over my pay. Anyone else? All right, y'all. I will be sending out a text tonight before class. Keep moving forward. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep that vision for what your body and life is going to look like. It's worth it to avoid the temptation. You get plenty of holidays. You don't need more. You get plenty of, you'll actually enjoy your holidays more once you're not having them every day. So, 6 holidays a month, lock it down and rip off the knob, draw your line in the sand and let 2023 be your year. Talk to yourself right. This is the most fun way. Hey, Alice, tell him I'm laughing with him. I crack myself up too. It just pops out. I don't know where this stuff comes from. I guess a bug. It just pops out. God gets the credit when I say something good, and my flesh gets the credit when I say something stupid. All right, y'all. Bye. We'll talk to you.